was sending a memo to the president then of NBC News saying, shouldn't we do something on the women's movement? And scrawled on the top of my memo, it said, not enough interest. For many years on the Today Show, they had one female writer out of something like 7. And the only way you could get the job is if that female writer got married or died, and they would then hire one other female writer who would do the female pieces, the fashion shows, the celebrity interviews, what I call the tea pouring interviews. So I did that. Every, quote, Today girl had been a model, an actress, and that's what they looked for. I never thought it was going to be me. I was too serious. I didn't speak that well. I was from Boston. I didn't pronounce my R's. I wasn't beautiful. I was, what, pert? So they put me on for 13 weeks, and I stayed on for 13 years.
I have a new colleague to welcome, Barbara.
Thank you, Harry.
Here was this new opportunity. They told me that the news was going to be an hour. They told me that I could do interviews.
And our newsmaker interview tonight by satellite is with the President of Egypt, Anwar Sadat.
Anything that I had wanted, and it could only go up. Well, that's not necessarily so. It can also go down. I was so lost and miserable when I came to ABC. When I think about it now, it's taken me years not to get tears in my eyes. I was so lonely. I was a co-anchor with a man, Harry Reasoner, who couldn't accept me. This is when I worked my hardest and did probably the best interviews of my life. The joint interview with Menachem Begin and Anwar Sadat. I did a huge interview with Fidel Castro, little by little working my way back. And the letters that I got were what saved me. If you can do it, we can do it. Hang in there. We're having the same problems. The idea that women in all different fields, whether they were just beginning an industry, or whether they were lawyers where there was the glass ceiling. At that point it wasn't glass, it was steel. Or in any aspect of their lives, they understood what I was going through and they were with me.
Please welcome to the stage, Barbara Walters.
Ever since I said that I was going to retire in a year, this week I have had such a fantastic week. It's like reading your own obituary. I only hope it's as good. But that's very kind of you, and I thank you. I want to say a word or two about Pat Mitchell. Not only is she superb at the Paley Center here, and has, along with Frank, kept it alive and vibrant, but she was a wonderful communicator and wonderful on television herself. She is a very special lady, and I don't often have the chance to say this, and I'd like to salute her as well. So, a few years ago, I wrote my autobiography, and in it I talked about my paternal grandmother, who announced on her deathbed that she was a virgin. And her children, her 7 children, said, Ma, you know, there are 7 of us here. You must have done something with Dad. And she said, I did, but I never participated. So I have been participating now for a great many years, and it's almost time to stop participating. So as you may have read or heard, I have recently announced that next year will be my last year on television. I'm leaving by my own choice. I want people to say why instead of will she ever go, and it's time to go. But I don't have to worry about any legacy because it's all here at the Paley Center, and I'm not alone. For 38 years, the Paley Center has been a place for all of us who are fortunate enough to make our living in this ever-changing business of media. And I have had the pleasure of serving on the board of the Paley Center now for many years, along with the top leaders of networks and cable channels and internet and wireless companies, and even a 28-year-old social media entrepreneur. The Paley board is a reflection of the diversity of the media landscape today. It shows our commitment to stay relevant and even lead the conversations about the next big something or the next big someone. As a trustee, I can see firsthand the impact of this institution because we're dedicated to fostering a better appreciation and understanding of the power of television and radio and now the internet, and to transform every aspect of the way we live and work. And the Paley Center does this through forums which focus on the business side of media and technology, plus the hundreds of programs produced live in our theaters that feature the cast and creators of television's most popular and breakthrough programs. When the cast of Mad Men, I love Mad Men. I stay up until 10 o'clock on Sundays. And some of our Paley Live programs actually end up on television too. There are a series of interviews with television and film's top women called She's Making Media. They're broadcast on WNET and other PBS stations.